Hello Aquarius, and welcome to Sincere Tarot, where you get the raw, honest truth. This is your October 2019 reading. So I am going to start off with the major astrological events. I'm going to skim over some of the more minor ones. Then I'm going to pull some cards from two different decks and we'll see how your month is going to be looking. Okay, so during the first week, we have got on the 3rd a forward motion on change as Pluto is direct in Capricorn, and also on the 3rd we have communication transformation as Mercury enters Scorpio. Also on the first week, on the 4th, we have relationship drive as Mars enters Libra, and on the 8th, love gets saucy as Venus enters Scorpio. During the second week, we are on the 13th closing up Fury chapters as the Sun is sextile with Jupiter, and there is a full moon in Aries. During the third week, on the 23rd, there is a spotlight on secrets and change as the Sun enters Scorpio. And on the 27th, during the fourth week, we have intense new beginnings as Mars is square with Saturn and there is a new moon in Scorpio. Lastly, on the final week of the month, we have our only major retrograde, which is on the 31st. Feeling communication slows as there is a Mercury retrograde in Scorpio. And retrogrades aren't necessarily a bad thing. They kind of bring up the things that are hidden. So on the 31st for you, it's not that the retrograde is causing for your feeling communications to slow down. It's that it's bringing up some areas that might need to be worked on and looked at a little bit more closely. So it's kind of like you can't hide things underneath the carpet anymore, if that makes sense. So I am going to first start by pulling 4 cards from my cat deck. They represent the first, second, third, and fourth week of the month. Then I'm going to pull an energy card from my Thoth deck, and make sure you stick around until the end where you pick your own destiny card. Ooh, ooh, I like that one. Okay, I'll show you later. All right, so I've already shuffled both why am I messing up my words right now? I've already shuffled both decks. Off camera, I am just shuffling them a little bit more. All right. All right. Whoa, intense month. Just give me a minute to have a look at all of this. Oh. Oh my gosh, it is ending. It's like there's a bit of struggle at the beginning, and then it's ended up very interesting in a good way. Okay, so on the first week, we've got the 5 of Pentacles. So could possibly be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn influence. However, it is essentially disappointment, grief, feeling of loss. Not a good feeling. And it might have to do with, on the 3rd, there's a forward motion on change as Pluto is direct with Capricorn. And also, yeah, so it might be something to do with that. But there's disappointment, there's grief, there's a feeling of loss. It could be the end of anything from like the end of a relationship or things not panning out the way that you wanted with, like, if you were there's so many different examples, but like a relationship ending, being left in the lurch, disappointed. It could be like, you wanted to get a house and like it kind of fell through, and so you're feeling at a loss and you're grieving the loss. Okay, so not a very good feeling. Okay, I think I know what it is. Hold on. So I've shown you the first week, right? But I actually just decided, because it's a pretty intense start to the month, to pick up my cat deck and just to look at the very bottom card, which shows me the residual energy from the previous month that bleeds into this month. And look at this. The Devil could also be a Capricorn influence, but essentially I think that, okay, it's a loss of a relationship or something, like there was a lot of negative energy with another person and that resulted in you missing out on something, whether it's a relationship or opportunity or something like that. really negative energy, and you are grieving the loss of it. But man, better to grieve the loss of a negative energy than to stick around with the negative energy, okay? Seriously. And during the second week, we have the Eight of Cups. You're walking away. Could also be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces influence. Now, that could also be related to on the 13th, where we're closing up Fury chapters as the Sun is sextile in Jupiter and there is a full moon in Aries. But you are moving off to brighter and better things. So negative energy from the previous month, grief and disappointment during the first week, moving away, still having that hesitation, still wondering what if, and you know what? That hope for, you know, rectification is there, but now is not the time. Like, it is important to walk away at this point in time, because if you want everything to be rectified and everything to be better, then it's actually the process of walking away and moving on at this point that is going to help you get there, if that is what you want. But I'm just saying, not a good time to stick around. All right, during the third week, we have the Two of Pentacles. So could possibly be, I mean, it's you or another Aquarius, but it could also be a Gemini, Libra influence as well. There is a choice that you need to make. It could have something to do with on the 23rd, spotlight on secrets and changes, the Sun enters Scorpio. But there is a choice that has to do with the feeling of grief and loss during the first week. But, you know, by the time you get to the third week, you are feeling in a more empowered position and you're feeling better, and that you feel more empowered because you do have the choice. Whereas I feel like in the first week you feel disempowered because you almost feel like, yeah, just like everything sucks and it's not like you don't have any options, right? But in the third week you do have an option, you do have a choice, and you are more level-headed and calm and feeling in a better place to make that choice. And whatever that choice is, it leads to, in the fourth week, the Ace of Cups. New love, infatuation, the start of a new relationship. It's probably romantic. If you already are in a romantic relationship, it could be a reinvigoration of it. All relationships do need to be refreshed with new energy. It could be just like it could be a friendship, it could be like a work colleague, it could be a neighbor, it could be a family member, right? I think for most of you, it's a romantic relationship, but it is the start of a new relationship where there is a bit of an emotional bond. Could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces influence as well. And it also, Pentacles and Cups this month. But yeah, so you have a choice to make in the third week that is related to what the grief and loss in the first week. And you have new invigorated love in the fourth week, and like a new start in that, which is related to the loss in the second week. I'm just gonna actually hold these all up so you can kind of see what your month's gonna be looking like a little bit. Grief, loss, walking away, choice, new love, okay? Now this card jumped out when I was shuffling it, so I think this is just kind of like a sign. We've got the Four of Swords. You know, you have a lot of reasons to be, you know, having your guard up, but I think like it's just kind of saying, you know, just relax, take it easy this month. I wouldn't really be focused on accomplishing goals and doing this and doing that. I would just be focused on feeling good and being around people that you know and trust, people you can be yourself around, people you can relax around. Also, yeah, it's likely you, or it could be another Aquarius, Libra, Gemini influence. Cool. So let's see what our energy card is this month. Wait, before I even move on to that, during the fourth week, Ace of Cups, that also lines up with on the 27th, where we've got intense new beginnings as Mars is square in Saturn and there is a new moon in Scorpio. All right, let's pick our energy card. So I've already shuffled my Thoth deck off camera. I'm just shuffling it a little bit more, and make sure you stick around until the end where you pick your own destiny card. I'll show you that one later. 1, 2, 3. Energy card. Man, cards are just like popping out all over for you. Okay, two things, two energy cards. This is the one that was chosen, and then there was another one that popped out. So your energy is the Five of Swords, defeat. Yeah, you do feel defeated. You do feel let down. You do feel like it's going to be a feeling pretty much of like low energy and maybe a bit of stress and like definitely feeling disempowered. Possible Gemini, Libra, Aquarius influence, but I genuinely feel like that is why this popped out as well. You just need to take care of yourself and relax and take it easy. Just be around people that you know and trust. And then this popped out of the Thoth deck. I've never had so many cards just pop out, okay? And I'm a good shuffler. But this also popped out of my Thoth deck, the Hermit card. So it kind of lines up with this one because, I mean, the Hermit card is about like solitude. But like this Four of Swords is kind of like, okay, yeah, hang out by yourself, but you also can be around people that you feel like you can be yourself around and just like relax. So, I mean, you will need to have like just hang out by yourself a lot this month and just keep to yourself and think about things and dive deep into your emotions and how you feel, because you are going to feel kind of shit. It's just how it is. But yeah, you can be around people that you love and care about. All right, pick a number, 1, 2, or 3. Destiny card. Okay, this is so cool. All right, so if you picked 1, we have got the Two of Discs change. The decision that you are going to make in the 3rd week, where you also have the Two of Pentacles, is definitely going to be a massive amount of change. You're really going to need to weigh your options, balance your choices, like really think about the pros and cons. I would 100% before making this choice in the 3rd week, make a list of pros and cons for each choice. And really, you know, just think about what path it's going to lead you down this life. If you pick 2, you have got the Empress. So you're going to have very strong feminine energy. This is going to like awaken like the, you know, the kind ruler within you, and it also could be a positive female Aries influence in your life, someone who can help get your head on straight, and just someone who, this persevering kind of energy and just moving forward and being solution oriented. And if you picked 3, we have the Two of Cups. So that Ace of Cups with the new potential for love in the 4th week is definitely going to turn into most likely a romantic romance. So if you're with someone, your romantic life is going to be reinvigorated, but if you're not with someone, you will definitely be starting a relationship soon. So, and it's going to be very fresh and very new and very awesome, and all of the crappiness that you felt before, I mean, is going to have helped lead you to this. So yeah, this is a really, really positive turnaround. So I know like the previous month was obviously pretty stressful, but like the start of this month is going to be a bit rough, but you're really going to come out on top. So you should be very proud of yourself. Pat on the back. Give yourself a pat on the back right now, because you've been through a pretty tough time. You've got to just like, you know, take care of yourself this month, okay? So I hope that was helpful. Please comment below. I love reading your comments so much, and they really do mean a lot to me. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. And if you like it, you can always, or if you want a personal reading, you can always send me an email at contact@sinceretarot.co.uk. Have a great month. At least you will by the second half. All right, talk to you later. Tell me about your relationship. Bye.